We're fixing some good eats. This is a wild hog set of ribs. We're going to be using some Sucklebuster Best in Texas award-winning competition barbecue rub and some yellow mustard. We're also cooking a couple of pork chops. We'll be seasoning those with Dale's sauce. And here is a rack of deer ribs. We're going to get cooking. We've also got corn on the cob in the shucks. We're going to put those on the griddle or on the grill. And then we also have some squash and zucchini from the garden that we had frozen. It's going on the grill as well. Let's get cooking. Charcoal is going. Let's get it good and hot and we'll dump it out and start cooking. We're going to season the pork chops first, but what I like to do is just take a fork and tenderize it a little bit. I'm going to poke holes in it. That way the Dale's sauce will also soak down in it. We'll do this on both sides. We'll add the Dale's sauce. Always shake it up because it does settle in. If you've never had Dale's sauce, you need to try it out. Ask your grocer for it. It's actually made in Birmingham, Alabama. It came from Florence, Alabama. There was a steakhouse called Dale's, and it was Dale's Steakhouse, and they came up with the recipe, and I'm telling you, it is good. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna flip it over, let it soak in the rest of that. And then I'm gonna take the fork to this side to tenderize a little bit more. Open up those pores in that meat so that the Dale's can soak in on this side. We'll add a little bit more Dale's sauce. So even through that fat, there's a little meat right there. Want to be sure and season every bit of it. We're going to simply add just a touch more. Well, can't have too much seasoning, can you? We're going to add that. And we're going to set this aside and let it go for just a little bit. Charcoal is about ready. Starts turning white on the top. Now some people will say you want to go ahead and get it completely white. That's okay. I'm just in a hurry to get cooking. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to dump it. Ooh, and that looks good. Just going to take and spread it out. Look at all those red hot coals. There we go. We'll let those get hot just a second. We'll scrape them off and then we'll add a little oil to them and start cooking. This side was already clean well last time I cooked. You may have seen that video. I did grilled pork chops and we did corn that time as well. But we've got that taken care of. And we'll just hit it with a little bit of oil. We're going to use a little olive oil like on the Blackstone. And just, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and lower this down. And we'll be ready to start cooking. Put a cooking mat on this side. Because I'm going to put the vegetables over here. We'll get the pork chops going on this side. And let's get it done. Need the pork chops right up on top of the coals there. Let them go for a minute or two and make sure that they don't stick. Then we'll flip them and get them seared on both sides. We still got some extra Dale's sauce. We'll add that to it. Go ahead and put some of the corn over here on this side. Some of these smaller pieces. And we've got a couple of bigger ones. I usually prefer to have the corn straight on the grate, but we're going to do it this way because we've got some squash and zucchini and I don't want it falling through the grate. So we're going to get that going too. All right, we're just going to dump these out. These will actually cook pretty fast, except for some of them are still a little bit frozen. We're going to let those go. These will be the first things to come off. Chops are looking good. We need to go ahead and give them a flip. Oh wow, those are cooking quick. We got to get them cooked all the way through. Flip the corn around a little bit. Told you the squash and zucchini would be the first thing to come off. It's cooking up fast. I need to hit it with a little seasoning and then we'll pull it off. That's a good looking plate. Ralph Man's Outdoors. We've got our food, it's before us. We've blessed our meal and we'll try a little of the zucchini. Squash and zucchini came from our garden. So did the corn. I could just keep eating it. Now let's try the pork chop. We bought the pork chops from local farmers. We try to deal with local farmers for our meat instead of buying it at the grocery store, but that sure looks good. Man, that's really good. Susan and I are going to enjoy it. I hope you found anything helpful or liked. Be sure and share it with somebody. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, God bless.